Hello everyone. As you know, we are almost finalizing 2022, and these days people are talking about 2023 and the crypto and what will happen. What is the narrative for 2023? Are we going to see a lower low for Bitcoin and entire economy as well, or the narrative will totally change and we will go up, and at least we can have experience as 2020 before pandemic crash. Therefore, many people they release their report regarding their outlook for the next coming year, at least for 2023. And among those one, the Coinbase and the other report from the CoinDesk, there were some useful information which we can discuss, and we can have a look on them. In this brief report, I just want to explain about each mentioned topic on the crypto outlook from the Coinbase, and then on the other, which I'm going to explain the details of this report. We can deep dive in this report to see what the author wants to have a look and what is his expectation for 2023. Then mainly he started his report with the backdrop of the crypto winter during the 2022, which we saw the market was going down entire of the 2022. Just we have a small bear rally, and then the main things in this report, once the author explained, is about the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the regulation. These are the main things, and the key takeaways here we can see is about we expect digital asset selection will transition towards high quality, which here in the high quality names only as a Bitcoin and Ethereum, and here he does not consider any other L1 competitor of the Ethereum. This is in somehow makes sense, like 40% of the market cap as a Bitcoin and 20% Ethereum, and the rest are the others, including the Binance, Cardano, and the other L1. But still, there are some, let's say, something behind which the author is looking for, not only for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then let's say, okay, he is looking for the Ethereum based on factors like sustainable tokenomics, which is really makes sense, maturity of the respective ecosystem, and relative market liquidity. These are the main things the author is looking for. The other things he mentioned is for the deleveraging of the crypto economy during the 2022, which really happened. We saw the Celsius collapse, FTX, Luna crash, and many other projects which they crashed during the 2022, and they deleveraged the market, and now we only see those assets, they have like a true value and the true market interest. They can survive during this bear market. Then he said, we believe the next market cycle in digital assets will be shaped in significant part by the development of the standard and frameworks for the regulated entities. These are the things I really hear from the many people. They talk about the regulation, and if we want to see the institution investment like a BlackRock and the big giants, they want to come to the crypto economy, they need some level of certainties, they need some level of regulation. Therefore, these are the main three things the authors explain here. And here he mainly compare the Bitcoin Ethereum portfolio with with let's say with the gold, with the Nasdaq, with the S&P, with the US bond. And he said, okay, during the 2022, because of the economic collapse and because of the recession, it is not only Bitcoin is going down, but the other assets also, they are going down. This is the main thing we should consider from this part of his report. The other things also he mentioned is about the key themes for 2023, and he explained about the FTX bankruptcy and bad player of the market. And then he said, okay, we need, if we want to fly, we need institutional investors, and new opportunities, and foundational forms which really market will bottom out, and then we can go for the next cycle. Then he is expecting on the 2022, most possibly for the Q1 and Q2 for the 2022 market in somehow will shape and we can have a better idea in that time. Then he compares the long-term holders of the Bitcoin versus the others assets, and then he talks about the growth of the decentralization future, like DeFi's, and he's pointing regarding the permission and permissionless decentralized finance, which we can see this product also is available in the Aave as an ARC Aave, but still it does not have that much value locked here in compared to Aave V2, Aave V3, or even there is nothing to say with Aave V2. But this is the future which most of the institutions, they are looking to that. He explained in detail what is about the permissioned and the permissionless blockchain and what people they would like to see in terms of the money laundering, AML, KYC, and so on. The other things he explained, and I think really makes sense, is regarding the tokenization versus the token, which has a great potential, this tokenization and the tokenomics of some project for the next bull run, which even some big institution like JP Morgan, like a DBS Bank, they are already in the tokenization and these kind of products. Then he talks about the areas of the creative destruction, and regarding the lower liquidity after the crash of the FTX, which many people, they lost their liquidity, and this is the bad things at the moment for the narrative of the market. In the chapter 6, in the section 6, he explained about the sector flow on the platform. The most important things here we can see is the liquidity, which it has more than 80% on the buy, and people, they are willing to buy this liquidity staking. One of the example here we can see is a Lido Finance, which people, they can stake their Ethereum and they can have a reward on return, but their real native ETH is locked. And this is one of the topic in the 2023 has a good future. And after that one, we can see for the data management, scaling, we saw different scaling solution, layer 2, like the Polygon Matic, and these are the things we can see across his report. Also, he talks about the Bitcoin miners capitulation, and we saw the Core Scientific just bankrupted 2 weeks ago, and it lost, and it went, let's say, for the chapter 11. We can see the Bitcoin hash rate also is declining from its ATH, but in this report is just talking about the 30-day moving average of Bitcoin hash rate. The other things here also for the author is not clear is the exploring a new use case for NFTs. But the two things here he explained for the NFTs is this use case for ENS, and he's considering this too as a real use case for NFT. Then he continued his report with a new form of the utility outside of the art and collectible, including the digital identity, ticketing, membership, subscription, tokenization of the real world asset, and supply chain logistic. These are the use cases we can see from the NFTs real use case. Then he talks about the foundational reforms to spur optimism, and he's expecting to see here, which we can have more urgency for the regulatory. And if we want to see some regulatory there, in this way, the government, they should step in and they find a solution for this regulatory, then the people will come and investigate and invest more on this crypto. And then we can have a path for institutional adoption is then it goes, of course, through the regulation and the regulatory, and one of the things here the author mentioned. And the last one, he is expecting for the luckily pass of the price in the next 12 months. It is like more than 53% will stay the range bound. We are just ranging in this area. Then more than 9% don't know, no opinion, and then more than 7% will trend higher. Then luckily, based off this statistic, the majority is with the ranging. And then the last one is a will trend lower. More than 29% of the people, they are expecting for the lower low in the market. I'm going to explain the details of this report, but this one was just a brief explanation for those people. They are only interested to see what is this report and what the author explained about it. In the detail, I'm going to talk about the other chapters and sections of this 57 pages, talking about the author of the report, have a look on the macroeconomy, about the permission DeFi and what is the permission and permissionless DeFi, and much more. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the full report.